All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to our show. Your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen and Kelly Girl here live. We're talking about boat maintenance today. We're gonna delve into boat maintenance a little bit today, but as we wait for a few more people to get on here, if you see an animal jumping around behind us, that is our rescue monkey Marley. He was rescued by Kelly Girl and myself, and he is our rescue monkey, and he just loves that we're back home, even though Shayla and Eric did a phenomenal job taking care of him while we were gone.
Yes.
He is very happy to see his mom and dad back in town, and we're back. And we're back to doing the show every day, Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock. Yesterday we would have done the show, but we were traveling back to our beautiful home here in Cabo San Lucas. Gang, thanks for joining us. We're getting quite a few people on here now, so we'll get started. Kelly and I want to tell some special people thank you very much. First and foremost, we want to thank Jeff Taggart. Jeff, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for taking care of all of our stuff and making sure that it arrived at the show in time so we could set up that beautiful booth for everybody. Right, Kel?
Right.
Jeff, thank you. Second of all, and not second at any way, shape, or form, is Justin Botrell and his son.
Bowline Sport Fishing.
Bowline
right
Sport
here.
Fishing right there. If Kelly was to show it in the
Yes.
camera, you'd actually get to
See?
see the logo. Justin, we couldn't have done this show without you.
No.
Thank you so much.
You were amazing.
Even-
You are amazing, and I love you. I feel like you're my brother. You're like
Even
the
on
brother I
on
never
your
had.
birthday, Sunday, you spent the whole day. Go ahead, Kel. I'm sorry.
No, I am so appreciative of you, Justin. You helped so much, and like Dave was saying, on your birthday, you were there, and you went above and beyond, and we just are very appreciative of everything.
Justin's son, Rylan, thank you so much for coming up on stage and showing everybody how important it is not to eat poo when you're eating your lobsters. That was super important for you to share that with everybody. And I thank you. Another big shout out to one of my very close and personal friends, Craig Ballardis. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you did to help the show. It went super smooth with your help. And then your wife's beautiful Carmel. I want to thank you very, very much for showing everybody. Gang, if you haven't seen Craig and Carrie's Carmel, this is their Carmel, gang. He was handing it out to everybody at the show. And Craigie, thank you. Look at that, gang. Check it out.
It was great.
Make sure you go to the website, order up some of this caramel. I can't stop eating it. It is absolutely
I thank
incredible.
You. My booty doesn't thank you, but
Craigie, thank you very much.
Thanks for all your help.
Another big shout out to both of my boys and their beautiful wives, and thanking you guys for helping us out in our booth and being there to support us, because we had to jump back and forth from doing seminars and coming back to the booth, and you guys handled it brilliantly. All of you did. And Kelly and I just want to thank all of you. And we miss all of you, especially our family. Oh my gosh, we miss you so much. It was so fun to have you with us. Those of you that came out to the show.
Well, we got to thank Bill too.
Well, we're not done yet.
Okay.
We're not even close to being done yet. All of you that support Kelly and I in our shows and our videos and our website. Gang, thank you so much. And all of you that downloaded our app. We had over 1,000 downloads of the free app, cool. Your Saltwater Guide. If you look up in the top left-hand corner of this video, you'll see a QR code. If you just scan that over your phone right now, you'll be onto our app. Just download it onto your phone. Kelly and I have decided that once a week, for all new downloads, we are going to give away a shirt and a hat to one person. We'll pick one person each week on Friday's show while we're going live. And don't forget, Friday's show is going to be great with Luke McFadden. Oh my God, Luke is... He's a superstar. He's a sweetheart. He's one of the coolest kids I've ever met. And he's going to be on our show on Friday. But every Friday from now on, if you download our app, it's free. You download the app, sign in, check it out. I think it's going to be the best fishing app ever made for anybody. The QR code's right up there in the top left-hand corner. Download the app. The app's called Your Saltwater Guide. It's on the App Store, both Android and also on the Apple. Download it on all your Apple devices. Download it on all your Android devices. Download the app. Download the app. Download the app. Another thing we have to thank is Bill DePriest. Bill, what an incredible show. Everybody I talked to, everybody that came and visited us at our booth, and every vendor that I know and I talked to, and all of our sponsors and everybody, was the most spectacular show. It was so user friendly. Everybody had a great time at the show, right, Kelly girl?
Yes, everyone had.
What was your favorite part of the show, baby?
Oh, meeting everybody.
Meeting all of
everybody. It was like putting a face to a name.
Face to all the names.
Everyone was so cool, so nice, and a lot of you came up and said just the nicest, sweetest things that, I mean, just really made my heart just.
It made my heart, I'll tell you what. All those compliments and all those things you said, and all those people that brought their children up to get their pictures taken with Kelly and I, all of that was just absolutely incredible. And we were just talking before we went live. We would have loved to have done the show for a month. I don't think we would have saw everybody.
We wish we could go back and restart it from day one. We had so much fun. But back to Bill too, though. Bill, I know you're my fellow cancer guy. Like, you are so personable and just so thoughtful. And the show wouldn't have been what it was without you, what it's going to be without you. And we just thank you for being you.
Yeah, Bill, it's incredible. And make sure all of you that came to the show, try to reach out to Pacific Coast Sport Fishing on their social media platform and let them know how you appreciated the show, and let them know if you enjoyed it or if you didn't enjoy it. That would be something for us to hear. Leave that on mine. Don't put any negative on Bill's, but put all the negative on Captain Dave, because you know I can handle the negative like nobody's business. I can handle negative like you can't even comprehend. But Kelly girl and I want to thank everybody. We can't thank everybody enough. It was unbelievable. The time went by so fast. That was the fastest 4 days of my life. It never, ever, there was no downtime. It was a constant amount of people hanging out with us in our booth.
It was fun.
And anybody that I wasn't able to talk to, you saw how many people were there. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, but my phone number is plastered on every bathroom wall in America. So you'll be able to call me, talk to me. Tell me if you liked the show. Tell me if you enjoyed our seminars. I don't think too many people went to my seminar and didn't laugh the whole time. I will always try to entertain you and try to do the very best I can. But once again, we want to thank you all. Download the app. The QR code's right up there in the corner. Those of you on TikTok, download my app, Your Saltwater Guide. It's available on every app store, Play Store. It's available. Download the app. It'll absolutely change the fact that if you download the app and sign in and start following all the stuff on there, you'll never suck at fishing again unless you're into sucking. You get to suck. It's totally up to you, but I will always make sure that you don't have to suck. Right, baby?
Right.
All right.
Okay, on that, I'm out.
All right, babe.
Bye.
Love you. Thanks for joining us. So, gang, we're going to delve in. We've talking to everybody at the show, and so many people were so thankful about talking about maintenance of their boat. I mean, we have tons of stuff about fishing and how to catch bluefin and halibut and barracuda and yellowtail and everything else. One thing I wanted, and Mike Lewis made this crystal clear. Gang, you need to leave the stars on Facebook, gang. Facebook is the largest social media platform in the world. We're going to start focusing more on Facebook and more on YouTube. And those of you over here on TikTok watching, that's great. I appreciate all of you, everybody, all of you. But our biggest focus is on the largest social media platform in the world. It's going to be more focused on Facebook and more focused on YouTube. And if you can leave us stars, gang, it's going to be imperative to leave us stars. We appreciate all the star leavers, everybody that leaves us stars. We appreciate that. You can't even imagine. You see our monkey jumping around in the back. You're helping us buy him some bananas. You're helping us buy cat food for our rescue kitties. We have 3 of those now. And we have our rescue monkey. But the stars let us know, Kelly and I, that you appreciate everything we do. And we'll constantly be here sharing all the information I've gathered over the 48 years of fishing for a living in Southern California. And I'll always be passing on the info and always be trying to share it with you. Don't forget, QR code top left-hand corner here on our restream. Those of you that are watching on TikTok, if you can start watching on YouTube or Facebook, or you'll be blown away at how cool and how clean and how crisp it is across those platforms. And then you got an opportunity to leave your tips and leave your stars on YouTube and on Facebook, and we really appreciate it. But we're going to get into maintenance here and how important it is, because we all were crying and we were sad that, oh, and another thing, gang, this is super imperative. Gang, this 30 by 30 is coming down the pipe. We talked about it at the show. I had Wayne Catal on, the president of CCA California. Gang, this thing is scary, scary, scary. And I talked to my sister who's in contact with Washington, D.C. on a daily basis. Washington, even the administration in Washington right now that's running the United States of America, they don't want 30 by 30 to happen in California. This is all being run up the flagpole by one human being, the governor of the great state of California. He's the only one pushing this agenda. He is the only person pushing this agenda. There is nobody else that wants this. The Fish and Wildlife doesn't want this. Nobody in the industry wants this. No tackle companies, nobody, no Surf Rider Foundation. Nobody wants this to happen except for one human being. The governor of the great state of California. He is the only person. So I believe in my heart, if we all work together and we all come together and we share everything you can about these closures, gang, these closures are going to be devastating to all of us. This time they're coming after the freshwater and the saltwater. But the only person running this agenda is the governor of the great state of California. That is it. He is the only person. It's so sad to imagine that he thinks that he's the only person in the state of California that matters. He thinks his agenda is the only agenda that matters. It is absolutely mind-boggling to me that we're all going to set back and allow this to happen. You've already seen the devastation that his policies have caused in the great state of California with the phenomenal amount of homeless people. The devastation in the inner cities of California is absolutely mind-boggling to me. And who is this going to hurt? It's going to hurt all of us, but it's going to hurt the fact that you can't go and fish the rivers and the lakes and the streams and the piers, and all this closure is going to be super bad for all of us, not just the elite, not just the poor. It's going to be devastating to all of us. And this agenda is being run by one human. One human. Nobody else wants this. None of the people that run the United States of America, nobody wants this except for one guy. His name's Gavin. He's the only person that wants this. I don't understand why. I don't know why he hates fishing so much or hates anybody that goes outside and does anything, but he does. He absolutely hates us, and I don't know why. It's the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. So enough of that. So let's go to boat maintenance, gang. We're almost through the closures of rockfish. We got less than a month. And then they're going to open up fishing in the great state of California until the 16th of September. So you got to make sure your batteries, check your batteries, check the dates on your batteries, gang. If your batteries are older than 4 years, there's a pretty good chance that this season your batteries aren't going to work when you're out there. When you get up in the morning to go fishing and you get your boat to launch down into the marina and you get ready to go and you turn the key and it won't start. Gang, a marine battery is only going to last you 4 years. Period. I'm sorry. If your battery has lasted longer than that, don't brag about it. You got lucky. Don't say, I've had my battery in my boat for 10 years. Well, then you're really in trouble. It's gonna be a disaster, and it's gonna happen when you're at Catalina or San Clemente Island or in the morning when you're at the launch ramp and there's 200 boats there to launch and you can't get your boat started. Check your batteries. Check the dates on your batteries. If they're older than 4 years, just replace them. There's no reason to come on here and tell me that your batteries last longer than mine, gang. I've been in this industry my whole life. If your battery's older than 4 years, I'm sorry, it's time to replace your battery. It's just the way it is, gang. And you can argue with me till I don't care. It's not gonna affect me because I'm not gonna be the one stuck at the launch ramp or stuck at Catalina or stuck at San Clemente Island when the boat won't start. So make sure that you've checked your batteries, you've made sure that your batteries are up to date and they're good and they're clean. And that's someone who doesn't know what time it is. It happens every day. And then the next thing is your fuel filter. If you didn't change your fuel filter after last year, after all the fishing you did last year and all the times you spent running gasoline through your boat or diesel, you got to change your fuel filters. It's imperative. Do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. Buy the fuel filters. Get them down there. It's going to rain like heck Friday. Probably blow like crazy on or it's going to rain like heck on Friday, blow like hell on Saturday. Right now is the weather pattern I see. This could be the best weekend to get all these things taken care of because you're going to want to start fishing here on April 1st when they lift the rockfish closures. You're going to want to be involved. Batteries, fuel filters. The next thing you're going to want to check is go around, look at the bottom of your boat, look at your zincs, look at your outboard zincs. The zincs on your outboard, they're imperative. You want to make sure that all this stuff, because you may, I hardly ever let my boat set at the dock. Yeah, but you know what? If the season starts out and it starts to look like it's going to look, you're going to want to make sure that those outboard zincs, those little zincs that are on the back of your outboard, that they're new. These are very inexpensive things to do to make sure that you're going to have the best season you can. Why are zincs for? Well, there's electricity in the ocean, especially in harbors, because there's so many docks and so many boats plugged in. And if the boats don't have a good bonding system or a good grounding system, they're pushing electricity into the water. That electricity is going to go after metal, and it's going to, hopefully your zincs are going to be what it goes after first, because that's a soft metal that it's going to attack. It'll leave your shafts and your propellers alone and your rudder post and all that stuff if you have good zincs. Zincs are super important. Also, those of you that have your boat setting at the docks, this is a great time to go through your bonding system. And if you don't know what that is, we have videos on our website and also floating around on social media that tells you how important your bonding system is on your boat. And that is super critical if your boat is setting at the dock anywhere in California, anywhere on the planet. If your boat is setting at a dock, your bonding system better be perfect, because you'll lose your shafts, your propellers, or your rudders if you don't have a good bonding system and you don't have good zincs and you don't change your zincs all the time. Next thing, gang, the bottom of your boat. You need the bottom of your boat to be clean. It has to be clean. You need it to be clean all the time. It changes fuel consumption if you have growth on the bottom of your boat. It changes the performance of your boat. You don't think it matters? It matters tremendously. Even on the big Vikings and Hatterases that I've driven over the years, when there's bottom growth, it'll change how fast that boat goes and how much fuel it'll burn to get up to that speed, because that's drag on the water. And once there's drag, it's going to change how your boat rides. It's super critical to make sure that you get the bottom of your boat cleaned at least once a month. In the summertime, when the water's warm, twice a month. Hey, gang, if you were at the show, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show, and you swung by our booth, there was also something else going on in our booth that was pretty spectacular on Saturday. I want to thank Anchor Roasted Coffee. They supplied free coffee to every single person that came by our booth. That was incredible. Thank you very much, Anchor Roasted Coffee. That was incredible. We're working out a deal. You'll probably start seeing them on our live shows. We're working out a deal right now with Anchor. That coffee is incredible. We had a great time. All of my followers that came and got a free cup of coffee, you need to thank Anchor because they supplied free coffee to everybody. And then once again, don't forget Carrie's Caramels. These candies, Craig handed out for his wife all the time. Check out the website. I want to thank Craig. He did a phenomenal job helping out all of our clients and everybody. And then Justin Botrell and everybody else that was in the booth, thank you very, very much. Justin was able to book a few charters. If you don't know, Bowline Sport Fishing, Justin was there shaking hands, kissing babies. And I'm telling you, it was overwhelming the amount of people that showed up at our booth. I am blown away by all the support from all of you. And I want to thank you all very, very much. Those of you that didn't make it out to the show, gang, I appreciate all of you that didn't make it too, because you're always watching our shows. You're always paying attention. Gang, don't forget, Kelly and I are giving away a shirt, one of these shirts, and a hat every Friday. Every Friday, starting from today forward, each week we can watch the amount of people that download our app. If you look right up there in the top left-hand corner, those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, you see the CR code right up there in the top left-hand. The QR code is going to just scan it with your phone. Bam, you're on my app. Download the app, sign in, you're set. You're going to win. One of you is going to win a shirt and a hat. Each week we're going to do this. And it's free. Download the app. It's free. Sign in. You get 14-day free trial. No one's going to ask you for any money. You get a 14-day free trial. There's plenty of videos to watch on there. You can see what all the hype's all about. 3,784 members. Sorry, somebody just signed. That's a lot of members, gang. That's a lot of people that are enjoying not sucking at fishing anymore. You don't need to suck at fishing unless you're totally into that. But listen, this boat maintenance thing is super crucial. You have to maintain your boat in order to enjoy the time when the fish start to bite and you get to go out on your boat. If you haven't looked at it or touched it or maintained it at all winter long, it's time to get on that, gang, because the season's starting. Those of you that are members of the website, you already know the season never ends because we teach you how to fish for the fish that are biting in Southern California. But there is no time like now to get your maintenance done. Don't put it off another second. Don't put it off another day. Check your batteries, check your zincs, check your fuel filters. Make sure all that stuff's in working condition. And then your tackle, it's super crucial to make sure your reels are working. Check out my good buddy, Mark Romero. He's got a million reels in his shop right now he's trying to repair, but he's doing the very best he can, trying to keep up on it. Make sure you get your reels into somewhere right now because it is going to be an insane year. It's going to be awesome. When we have all this rain and all these nutrients going into the water, it's going to help out tremendously. We're going to have fishing like we haven't seen before. It's going to be incredible. But if you haven't maintained your stuff, if your drags aren't set, if your reels aren't lubed up, if your boat's not running tip top, if your batteries are old, all this stuff's going to piss you off. It's going to make you super angry that morning. And you're going to remember back to this show and you're going to think, damn, Dave told me to go get this stuff taken care of on March 7th, 2023. Dave said, check my batteries, make sure they're not more than 4 years old. If you got more than 4 years out of your batteries on your boat, those batteries don't owe you a thing. They don't owe you anything. So don't get all butthurt because I'm telling you to change your batteries. Gang, if you're going to take your family and your children out on your boat and you're going to worry about $130 or $140 battery of your children's lives and your wife or your significant other's life isn't worth $130, then you probably shouldn't be going out on your boat anyway. Gang, I'm just trying to help. That's all I do on a daily basis. I try to help as many people as I possibly can. That's why I do this show every single day, Monday through Friday. And we try to help. And that's what we're doing right now is we're talking about how important maintenance is on your boat. Then another thing to check out is your anchor. Check out your anchor. Pull your anchor out. Get all that rope that's in your anchor locker straightened out so it's not all knotted up and it's not all frayed and it's not all messed up. And make sure that it's put back into that locker Rope first, anchor on top of it, or excuse me, chain on top of it so that when you feed it out, it doesn't come out in a big tangled up mess. This is what the winter is for, gang, is for making sure that everything's ready. And if you tell me, well, I don't need to check my anchor because I don't anchor, well, that's why you suck at fishing. Let's be honest. Well, I don't like to anchor, Dave, because then I have to pull the anchor. Well, then you're lazy. You should just stay home. Don't go fishing. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your fuel. If you actually want to participate in the act of catching, you're going to have to learn how to anchor. We teach you all that over at yoursaltwaterguide.com. And please leave the comments about how you don't ever anchor. Let us know how you catch that one fish. Or let us know how your sisters, brothers, aunts, cousin told you that you don't need to anchor because you could drift around and catch just as many fish. Leave that comment. Leave all your comments. Always leave comments. Let me know how much better you are at fishing than I am. Make sure you leave that comment. I want to know that you can fillet fish better than me. I want to know your knife's sharper than mine. I want to know you tie the boat up way better than I do. You park the boat way better than I do. I want to see all of your comments about how good you are. It's always good for us to know how good you are at everything and how much better you are than I am. I appreciate that. You can't even comprehend how much I appreciate that. Why do I always insist on anchoring? Well, because the ocean is a giant. Think about it like this. The ocean is a giant desert. And in the middle of the desert are these little tiny oases called spots. And that's where the fish live. So if you choose to drift around out there, yeah, every once in a great while on accident, you will drift by one of the fish's house. And then he'll be home and he'll bite your line and then you can wind him in. And then in maybe 3 or 4 more hours after that, you'll drift by another fish's house and you'll catch him. But if you can learn how to anchor, then you'll be able to catch fish every time you throw your line in the water if there's conditions. And tomorrow's show is Text the Show Wednesday. Text in your questions. Those of you on Spotify and Apple Podcast and Megaphone, which listen to me every day, and the numbers are growing tremendously, make sure you text me your questions tonight, 949-374-0786. I answer all questions. Kelly Girl and I will be live tomorrow at 12 o'clock to answer all your questions, Pacific Standard Time, Spotify and Apple and Megaphone. We can't see your questions on the screen, so I need you to send me your questions, 949-374-0786. And then on Thursday, we'll do Text the Show Thursday also. And then on Friday, we have Luke McFadden. And if you don't know who Luke is, look at my social media. Look at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Click on it. You can see who Luke McFadden is. He is one of the most interesting young men I've ever had the pleasure to talk to. What he's doing back east and how he's showing how this commercial fishery is going is absolutely incredible. We're going to be blessed to have him on the show live on Friday. So make sure you don't miss that. Set your clock. Hit the like button. Throw some stars at us, please. Throw stars at us so we can help feed our monkey and our cats. And I will be live with you tomorrow at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We'll do another great show. This will be Text the Show. But gang, before we sign off, I want to thank everybody again because my heart felt all the love at the show. My goodness, I can't even comprehend. From when they opened the doors on Thursday until we closed them Sunday night, I was overwhelmed by all the love that I felt from all of you. Thank you so much. There's Marley. He wants to make sure he's just jumping around back there a little bit. Marley, don't hide behind the tree. There he is. There's little Marley, the marmoset monkey. People were asking me at the show, how big is Marley? Well, his Marley's head is the size of your thumb, gang. He's 8 inches tall, full grown, standing on his back legs. That's as tall as he is. He's the smallest monkey in the world. But gang, I cannot even relate to you how much all that love that you showed Kelly and I at the show. That was incredible. And my heart was really, really touched. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. That's going to get me along. I wish there was more shows I could do to get in front of you and talk to you and feel that love that I felt up there. That was incredible. That was the fastest 4 days of my life. Absolutely incredible. So thank you all very, very much for visiting us at the show. Thanks for being a part of this show. Because if it wasn't for all of you, I wouldn't even do the show, because I need you guys to watch in order for me to do it. And we're getting, if you understand social media, over on YouTube, we're getting about 4 million views a month. Every 28 days, we're getting 4 million views. Facebook, we're getting about 7 million views. Instagram and TikTok, we're getting another couple million views a month. It's absolutely incredible. Megaphone, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, the downloads are incredible. They keep coming and coming, and I'm blown away. Gang, I am blown away. I cannot believe this. A 61-year-old man is just absolutely humbled by all this love. I can't even tell you. I appreciate everybody. I wish I could reach out and give you all a hug, because, man, I am blown away by the love that I feel on a daily basis from all of you. Please reach out, send me some stars, send me some gifts on TikTok, send me some badges on Insta, send the tips over on YouTube. It all helps. It all matters. It's all part of the process. I'll keep doing what I do. Do not forget to download the app, gang. It's free. Download my app. It's going to get you entered into the contest to win the shirt and the hat that we'll give away on Friday. We'll talk about you on Friday. You, who are you? The person that downloaded the app that Kelly picked your name out of the hat. And we'll do this every Friday from now on. Please download my app. Gang, if you download my app, you're helping us. The app's free. If you decide that, hey, I want more information, you can sign it. You can continue your membership. But for the first 14 days, the app is absolutely free. You can check it all out. But by downloading the app, it helps the algorithm. It pushes the app out in front of all the fishermen. This is the best app ever made for fishermen. If it isn't, I'll give you back your zero membership fee. For the first 14 days, I'll give you back all zero amount of money that was spent for the first 14 days if you're not fully satisfied. So make sure you check out my app, Your Saltwater Guide, on all app stores, all Google Play stores. Or you can just go to that little logo up there in the top left-hand corner and run your phone over it, your camera, and it'll take you straight to the app, dude. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that you're going to be successful when you go fishing on your boat. Thank you all. I'm taking Shayla and Eric and Kelly down to the Tiki Bar. We're going to go have a cheeseburger right now. Thank you all very, very much. I'll be with you tomorrow. Don't forget Megaphone, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to text the show now. Text me at 949-374-0786. I will answer all your questions. I will mention your name. If you text me, make sure you leave your name. I don't know who you are. Make sure you leave your name. We'll mention you. I promise you'll hear your name tomorrow or on Thursday if you send in your questions. I will mention you. Thank you for everything, everybody. I am humbled by all of you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.